This is the story of engineer George William Kiyega, allegedly betrayed and defrauded by his bank, the Development Finance Company of Uganda, DFCU. He says he deposited titles to acquire a loan facility to do business and the other for safe custody.
In 2009, I gave my title to DFCU Bank for safe custody. Land situated in Bunamwaya, plot 7347, block 265. Land situated in Sabagabo, Chadon. And then in 2014, I got a project in Soloti under UDC, and I went to bank to request for some facilities. Actually, 3 facilities. It was a legal requirement that I should furnish a performance guarantee to UDC, which was 10% of the contract value. And that performance guarantee was issued by DFCU Bank long after the contract had expired, and I performed up to the satisfaction of the employer.
George was to apply for another business loan, which he did.
Another facility of 200 million shillings, which was given to us under Wills International, Engineers and Contractors Limited, and another one of 220 million shillings. All of those facilities were to be secured with the land comprised in plot 7346, block 265, situated at Sabagabo, Chadondo. Offer letters were signed and mortgage documents were signed.
But he started getting letters from the bank with notice to sell his land. He detected a sinister move.
When DFCU wrote to us threatening letters to sell the property in plot 7346, and yet I was servicing my loans. When I checked the documents, I observed that there were some fraudulent transactions. I sued the bank, DFCU Bank.
In 2025, he says he went and filed a civil suit. Instead, he was ordered to pay back 210 million shillings within 30 days, which he did through help from his engineer friend.
I was instructed to pay 50% of the sum which they alleged it was outstanding, inclusive of the 73 million shillings, which was for the performance guarantee.
He appealed the ruling at the Court of Appeal.
It was decided in our favor. DFCU Bank was ordered again to remove all encumbrances on plot 7347 and also to pay for damages on all the fraudulent, illegal mortgages.
We reached out to DFCU Bank, but our efforts to get a comment did not yield results, as the head of corporate affairs and public relations and our bosses kept us waiting for nearly 2 weeks. Kiyega then remained at the mercy of the judiciary. Today, we spoke to the public relations officer, His Worship Eremie Jumire James Mawanda, about this over a decade-old case.
We just recently got a replacement of the new appointees by His Excellency the President to the Supreme Court, but still, even then, the numbers, the Supreme Court is not fully constituted. Okay, we have 7 justices out of 11, and so you can see we still have issues of quorum at the Supreme Court to be able to fully be constituted to hear some of those appeals. Nonetheless, my preliminary discussion with the Supreme Court Registrar reveals that the matter has been put under consideration.
And desperate for justice, Engineer Kiyega wrote to the bank regulator, the Bank of Uganda, but says his case has never been heard. We also reached out to the Central Bank Director for Communications, who told us the Bank of Uganda is still monitoring the situation. Kiyega's plight is not unique. Already, numerous financial institutions are plagued by cases of fraud, as evidenced by some reports. That's homework for the regulator, the central bank. Whether George William will finally get justice is a story for another day. Marco Musime, NTV Weekend Edition.